This is not an isolated case. Wherein 50 years ago the average lifespan of a company was about 61 years, today the lifespan has decreased to less than 20 years. In most cases, companies die because they're no longer relevant, having become fixated on fighting for the current business model rather than shifting to a newer, more relevant one. This is the fate of the survival mindset. The good news is that you have agency here. You and the leaders in your organization can also commit to change, focusing on what's truly relevant for your customers and stakeholders, now and in the future. This is what innovation is all about. To succeed, you must adopt a mindset that is open to exploration and continually searches for unmet customer needs and contextual changes in the business, technology, regulatory, and competitive landscape. If you commit to change in this way, you can shift your business and business model as needed to outlast the competition, perhaps even cannibalizing the value you created in the past and creating more value for the future. Where is value now and next? A single business model. Many traditional businesses that deal in buying, manufacturing, brokering, and selling goods are fairly static where their business models are concerned. This makes sense for businesses that historically have dealt with a stable or slowly changing context. How about this? To fulfill customer demand, traditional businesses manufacture more goods while raising capital to continually increase production and scale distribution. Expansion in this case often comes down to investing in product development and/or acquisitions and expanding to new geographies and markets, selling the same goods, because those goods and the underlying single business model are the lifeblood of the organization. Protecting intellectual property, IP, is a constant endeavor. Consider the aforementioned example of Universal Studios. With a single business model in play for content production and distribution, even if that business model had multiple customer segments and revenue streams, if the content can no longer be protected, in Universal's eyes, the business model will die. Keeping this in mind, it's no wonder that many organizations, including Universal Studios, did quite well through most of the 20th century, spending little effort on new business models or innovation within their existing business models. Traditional companies of this period that worked with a single business model often attempted to innovate by engaging in disparate activities that were not tied tightly to their business goals. In these cases, the return on innovation was often pretty low, because innovation that is not tied tightly to a company's business goals seldom leads to new value being created for new and existing customers. Grow a portfolio of business models. By now, we've established that the business world continuously shifts as technology changes at an accelerating rate, and customer behavior and expectations change. Just as Universal Studios and its competitors were forced to create new business models to remain relevant, organizations today must develop, build, grow, and manage not just one business model, but a portfolio of business models to serve an entire spectrum of evolving customer needs. Such a business model portfolio consists of mature business models that generate current cash flow, adjacent business models that are on a growth trajectory, potentially leading to future cash flow, emerging business models that are being incubated with the idea that they may help gain traction in another market, and declining business models that are losing relevance and subsequently declining in revenue. Organizations that employ a business model portfolio approach are always in search of future value, particularly in customer segments and markets where they may not yet play. What's more, a portfolio approach helps to reinforce strategic decision-making around how technologies and customer needs are evolving, and what business models must come to the fore, evolve, or be sunsetted in order to create, deliver, and capture future value. Portfolios are about continuous innovation, and not stasis as a strategy. Recombine to innovate, and shift. New business models and the portfolios they're managed within need not be created from scratch. In fact, given that you may already know your customer and market well, some of the best business model